In this video, we're going to be reviewing the YARDCARE V100 robotic lawnmower. This is an entry-level lawnmower for smaller yards. Now, I broke this up into two videos. First, there is the unboxing video where I take it out of the box and go over some of the key features, especially underneath and how it cuts grass. This is just the full review. I'm going to put it to the test in my backyard, which frankly is probably too big for this entry-level lawnmower, but it's the perfect place to test it out, to see its performance. I'll even get on my roof to see how it does. So without further ado, I'm gonna put this on the ground and get it started for the first time. Now that we have everything out of the box, you're probably very tempted to just like start mowing like I am right now. But as the manual says, on the battery pack and charger section, you want to charge and have fully charged the battery before first use. So that is what I'm gonna do right now by taking out the battery pack. Got the charger here, I'm going to plug that in. Okay, and then simply put in the pack. It is clear, I don't know if you can see that, but it is red. Once it goes green, folks, we are in operation. And there it goes, folks. There it is in operation. Kind of hard to tell right now if it is cutting the clover leaf. I might adjust the length a little bit lower. I'm gonna go over there and take a kind of close look, but let's just kind of give a quick first impression as it cuts the lawn. Oh, I can see lines there, yeah. Take a look right up close. Look at that, beautiful. You got your danger, keep hands and feet away, but what happens if you get close? Well, what happens over here? Watch. It already detects the jump rope pad. It says, you know what? I'm gonna go somewhere else. But what if I walk over? Because like, if you have kids or something, they're gonna wanna get up close. So let's see. Goes away from my foot and decides to go somewhere else. Then when it gets to this border, again, it's using the sensors and the AI that's right in the front to detect everything. Here we go. Look at that. Again, gets really close, so you just have to do the weed eating at the end. All right, I went on the roof of my house to kind of get a nice shot of this lawnmower in action and really give you a perspective of just how large this yard is. Again, this is an entry level, probably a little bit small for a yard this big, but I am very curious to see how it performs. Again, it goes right up to that fence and then turns. Even though this is a large yard, it is a perfect yard to test this because it's got clear defined boundaries. It even has that jump rope pad right in the middle. So we're gonna see if it drives over it or if those AI sensors can detect that and bypass it to make sure that it doesn't go over that, because you could have some concrete sidewalks or something. And there we go, see, it detects it and goes, no, I'm gonna go this way. And it goes again, instead. You notice the randomness of the lines. That is a key feature of this. Some people don't like this. It doesn't matter to me, because if you leave this on over time, it's going to, you know, just look normal. It's gonna look like grazed grass, like professionally grazed golf course. Some people are just so used to cutting lawns and having a traditional lines, straight lines, and they get OCD about it. I don't care. All I care about is the lawn looks great up at the end of the day. And right now, I'm pretty impressed so far. Not only the cutting height, it's got a good range in terms of the height. I always recommend cut it high. That prevents weeds, gives you strong grass. A lot of people cut it way too low. You know, when you have a robotic lawnmower doing the work, just do what you have to do to have the best lawn possible. And I cut mine high. Does it look like it's cut high? No, because it's been maintained and it's nice and level. Another great feature is when you need to pick it up, there is a dedicated spot to hold it. So it's not that heavy, very easy to put it back into the shed once you're finished working with it, and also to put it back on the ground to get it started. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this review of the YARDCARE V100. This thing with that sensor, the entry level, the battery power, the fact that it doesn't require a base station. It didn't hit my zucchini plant. It gets right up close to the lining of my garden bed and does exactly what I want. This is handy proof. I love it. I actually was worried that I was not gonna like it because it doesn't have a base station, but the battery is so simple to charge. I almost wish it came with two of them. Then it could do a large lawn like this, no problem, but I'm just gonna let it keep running and see how well of a job it can do on a single full charge. But right now, I'm gonna say this is handy approved just on its performance so far. You know, this is a big test for it, a yard this large. But so far, it's getting the job done. Folks, if you're in the market, I highly recommend you check this one out. From YARDCARE, the V100 robotic lawnmower. They got more models. I'm gonna have to check out the other ones because this entry-level one's doing so well. I can only imagine the other ones that are more expensive are gonna do even better. But the fact that you don't need a boundary line, you know, my parents could use this. Let's put it that way. Even my dad could use this, and he probably would never want to cut his lawn again if he had something like this. So handy approved. Check it out. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this review of the YARDCARE V100 robotic lawnmower. Perfect for smaller yards with defined boundaries. I love the fact that it does have removable batteries so that you don't need a dedicated charging station. You can just take it out of your shed, plug the battery in, and you're good to go. Once it's done, you put it back in your shed. So it's kind of like a traditional lawnmower, except you don't have to do the work. Anyways, if you want more information, you can go to their website, YARDCARE. Just Google that and you can find their website. Also, they have links below in the description for you to purchase this on my Amazon store. I'm Andy Baryer, Handy Andy, signing out. See you again next time.